I'm Epstein with your Metal Market Wrap-Up, and this wrap-up is for Tuesday, and we are now at the 21st of November, 2023, 5:40 p.m. Central Time, and an interesting day. The gold market crossed the 2,000 level, got up nicer than that, saw profit taking, come in around noon Chicago time, took the market back down a little bit. In the different stock indices, we're finally seeing a little bit, I want to use the word like that, little bit of profit taking hitting in that market. In the bonds and notes, you're still rallying here. We're going to get jobless claims tomorrow, so they'll be paying big attention to that. You have an OPEC meeting on the 26th, so the market has come back into the $82 level, and Brent waiting to see what's going to happen. I don't think anybody has any idea what's going to happen with the OPEC meeting. It should be a pretty interesting one. I think you got to be prepared for anything. Dollar up a fraction. Most currencies flat to slightly higher today. Now, I already know I am not going to put out updates tomorrow night. My wife is dragging me. We're going to family. And she said, no, we're going tomorrow. We're sleeping out somewhere. And I'll come back. She'll probably stay for a few days more. And I should be here Friday. Now, what time? I don't know. Will I make the morning update on Friday, your financial video? I don't know. But I'll certainly be in the house for the morning written updates and everything else that I do through the weekend. So I intend on making a small vacation of it. Volume's going to fall off. You know that. Between today and tomorrow, 5 million people will fly on airplanes. God knows how many will be driving where they're going. And with that, you see the volume already starting to slip in the markets. It'll get even worse tomorrow. By noon, people will be gone. So just expect that that's how it is. And the markets will resume, for me at least. I'll be looking at them on Thanksgiving evening in different parts of the world and then see how we come back in. This is a U.S. holiday. This is not a world holiday. So events can happen and you don't want to get overly bold. You could find yourself in a little bit of problem. When we look at the gold market, you can see for the week we're up about 0.84%. Okay. And we've knocked on the door coming back to these old highs. I think that's important. The market, as you can see, stuck its head up. And today, let's get back, if I could, one day here. Yeah, we can see what the high then was. We got to 209.80, and the market's off of that right now, about $8, right in that general range. The pattern is now bullish. So with today's action, you now have higher lows, higher highs, which tells me that I think traders are going to look to buy the pullback. Where's the logical spot? I don't know that they'll get it on a day like tomorrow, but one of the numbers might be the 1980-20 area. What number don't you want to see violated if you're bullish? You don't want to see the low of 1967.20. That's the last break low in the market. I've labeled them with arrows for you. Where's the resistance? Right above you. 2017.5. But the bigger picture is you're developing sideways action. From sideways action, I teach this all the time. The markets decide, are they going up or down? It's like a spring in here. And the more that they wind in that sideways action, the bigger the ultimate move. We'll see which way it decides to go. Momentum-wise, where are you? You're very overbought. Overbought markets, to me, do one of two things. They either embed, which means they end up doing this. They carry both numbers further up over the 80 level. They go sideways, and that generally is met by some bullish enthusiasm, or they correct. Let's see, we can come over here. You get up, you get overbought, and when you get that, you pull back. Either way, my work teaches you don't do anything right here. You have to wait for the embedding or wait for the correction. So that's where I think you're at, in that neutral area. You know, one of the things I've been saying, and I hadn't done it, is I wanted to take silver and make it, if the market was underneath the 18-day average of closes, a silver color. Why? Because the lower this number goes, the less silver you need to get 1 ounce of gold, so that visually tells you the story there. Right now, this market is favoring silver over gold. Silver is in an area where you're fighting between the 200-day average in gray. The green is the 100. The 18's back here. The trend is up, and just like in the gold market, you're overbought as can be. In the copper market, the market is excited about China trying to do something. The word is trying to do something for the property market. But I keep reading more stories out of papers that aren't U.S. because you got to get away from the U.S. slant on things. And a lot of them are saying, without a guarantee to the banks and just the government saying lend to these 50 property developers, state and private, who's going to guarantee that money? Because if the bank wasn't going to lend money in the first place to them, and now they have to, they will be asking for certain guarantees. Don't know what it is, and that's probably why this deal hasn't been solidified yet. In any case, Codelco said they're going to throw nearly $1 billion at one of its oldest mines to get copper coming. And I'm agreeing with them. What they're saying is they want to get ahead of the ball. And they're saying eventually this melees we're getting in these markets will come to an end. Interest rates will come down. The spur will come on. Development will get back to normal. Homes will need to be built. And there'll be that bigger demand than ever for copper. We're already running at a deficit. So I understand what they're saying. Resistance up here at the 200-day average to the Bollinger Band, certainly not the ideal buy place. But if you embed, you get excited because that means the break should be shallow. And you have to adjust your philosophy for that. In the platinum market, we finally did it. This rally high today did clear that high. Remember I said the market was trying to sucker people in to go short here, saying, I have lower highs, lower lows, go short and risk $40. I said, way too much risk. Momentum overbought. I don't think you're going that far, but it was just enough to take the shorts out of the market and punish them. And in the dollar, we got down today to a logical bounce area. First, you tried your bounce at the green line, the 100-day average in the Bollinger Band. When that gave ground, the next number under it was the 200-day average of closes in the Bollinger Band. You went there and you got your bounce. Now, if you embed, you want to get even more bearish in this market. So those are things you have to watch. There's plenty of action going to happen over the next week in this market. Tomorrow, as I said, you get jobless claims. Pay attention to them. They'll have a lot to do with what this market does. Today, we saw the FOMC minutes. They came out, and of course, the word careful was in there. And I thought it would be because Fed Chair Powell had been using this word in his press conferences. And basically, they're all saying their fingers on the trigger. If inflation doesn't fall, they're ready to go up in rates again. Please remember our free offers, and there's plenty of them. The Arun indicators here. You can work with our different charting software, our price count that you get to. I use those price counts all the time. I was looking at them, in fact, tonight in the copper and the gold and some of the other markets because there's some signals that are coming up in them. But if you want to get these, it's simple. You go to our website at iraepstein.com, and in the top left, you will see free offers. Give it a click, away you go, or move your cursor to the top here. It's free offers. You'll see an icon, click it. It'll take you right to the area. And this works like a card. You just click the different offers you want. It'll put it in a card for you. At the bottom of the page, you put in your name, your email address, and we mail everything right on out. Couldn't be easier. I'm Ira. You have a good day. I'll catch you all over the weekend. I'll be putting this out either Friday night or Saturday again. I'm telling you now, I made up my mind 20 minutes ago. I want to stay married. I'm not going to put out an update tomorrow night, okay? I'm Ira. You take care.